This is probably going to be one of the few videos I think I'm uploading in succession that will actually be on time since I'm working with a video backlog. But I am holding myself accountable and we're going to be doing a July TBR for 2025. So we're just going to go ahead and dive in. Hi everyone, my name is Rose, also known as TA Summers. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a list of 10 books that I'm putting on my July of 2025 TBR. This is a variety of books that I've picked up from my library. Some I have as digital arcs, among others that I just wanted to pick up for my own, and some of them are books that I own as well. So we're just going to go ahead and dive in. This is not going to be a long video at all. I'm just going to go through all 10 books that I'm hoping to get through in the month of July, in some form or fashion, in terms of things, and I'll tell you the genre as well as whether I have it as a book that I own or digital arc or something that I picked up from the library. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. First book I want to mention is a YA fantasy that is a highly anticipated sequel that I'm very excited to be able to get to, and I have it as a digital arc. This is Bones at the Crossroads by Ladarian Williams. This is the second book in the Blood at the Root series, and I've mentioned that I read Blood at the Root on the channel. I really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to being able to see what Malik gets up to, as well as the rest of the cast in terms of Bones at the Crossroads for this. So definitely I'm planning to read that pretty soon. It's not released yet. It will release towards the end of the month. I'll put the release date up here for your reference, as well as the cover. I'm trying to see if I can actually read it a little bit earlier, since I'm going on vacation and I'll probably be very busy at the end of the month in terms of things, since this is my birthday month and there are a lot of releases that are new, especially new releases that are coming out this month in terms of things. So it's definitely one that I'm looking forward to and can't wait to share on the channel. Next book that I want to highlight is YA Contemporary. This is one that I also received as a galley from NetGalley. This is Pretty Girl County by Lakita Wilson. This is how it's already been released. I am excited to be able to pick it up. I think it literally just released. I'll put the release date up for your reference as well as the cover, but I'm excited to read this one. I have not read anything from this author yet. I've heard a couple of people have remarked about her books before, but I have not had the opportunity to pick them up. Lakita Wilson writes both YA and middle grade, and I think also children's as well, but I just have not had the opportunity to pick her up yet, and now I do. So that's going on my TBR for this month, and I'm looking forward to reading it. Next book is another digital art that I got from NetGalley. This is August Lane by Regina Black. This is adult romance. I believe Regina Black is also the author of The Art of Scandal, which I unfortunately have not picked up yet. So August Lane will be my first read from the author. I am very, very excited to be able to read this book. In terms of things, it looks very interesting and I love the cover for it. Fourth book that I'm going to mention is Cold Eternity by S.A. Barnes. I have this as a galley. It has been a little while since I have read S.A. Barnes, and I'm highly anticipating this adult horror book. Very, very, very excited about it. I love Dead Silence. I've not read S.A. Barnes' other book, which I am blanking on the title. I will put it up for your reference here in terms of things, but I do have Cold Eternity as a digital art, and I received it quite some time. I believe it is now already out, and I'm excited to be able to read this for myself and give you my thoughts about it. Next book, the fifth book on my July TBR for 2025 is Relationship Goals by Christina C. Jones. This is one title that I already own, and I've had it on my digital shelf for quite some time. I told myself I was going to read more Christina C. Jones. This is definitely one that I want to get to, and I'm looking forward to giving my thoughts about it. This is considered to be adult contemporary romance, black romance. Next book that I want to highlight, sixth book on my list for my TBR for July, is A Deal Inked in Blood by Shakira Rashan. This is a YA urban fantasy book that looks very intriguing to me in terms of things. I have heard of the author's work before, but I have not had the chance to pick him up quite yet. So this is technically going to be my first read from the author. I am excited about it, and I'm definitely excited to be able to give you my thoughts about it. Like, urban fantasy is my bread and butter, so I definitely want to dive into this and give you my thoughts about it once I have the chance to pick it up this month. Next book that I want to highlight, the seventh book on my list, is Descendants of Fire and Water by Didi Anofina. This is an author that is new to me, and I was very intrigued by the title since Didi was featured on the Written in Melanin podcast. And this is described as a fantasy that is alternate history. I was intrigued by the concept of it, so I was able to request it on Edelweiss, which I have not actually been on Edelweiss in a while, so this was one of my first approvals from them in a long time. So I have the first two books in this respective duology series for right now. And I'm hoping to get through the first book at least this month. If I can get to both books this month, that would be grand. But I want to get through Descendants of Fire and Water before I dive into the second book. So I'm looking forward to reading that and giving you my thoughts about it on the channel. Next book that I want to highlight is an adult urban fantasy. This is Shadow Deal, which is the first book in the Good Necromancer series by Michael Laron. This is, like I mentioned, an adult urban fantasy that I'm really excited to be able to get to. I've had it in my collection for a while. I picked it up because I was very interested in reading more urban fantasy by Black authors, and I'm working on a video for recommendations. I knew I wanted to pick this one up because it looked intriguing. The premise sounds very, very interesting, and I also love the cover. like basically it speaks for itself. But I am looking forward to reading this respective book. It will be my first read from Michael, and I'm excited to be able to share my thoughts about it with you all. Next book, maybe I can have a couple of people help me out with this one. So this is a book that I picked up from my local library and has it labeled as YA, but everyone else that I've seen this a book labeled under has it under middle grade, so I don't know whether it counts as middle grade horror or YA horror, but this is It Came from the Trees by Ali Russell. This is an author that is new to me, and I'm excited to be able to read this. I love the cover of it. I love the premise of it, and I saw it on my local library shelf, and I said, okay, I definitely need to prioritize reading on this and giving my thoughts about it. So I'm excited. Like, I really just want to read more middle grade and YA horror in terms of things, because many authors who have been writing in that have been knocking it out of the park. So this was one that my library recommended, and I saw it on the shelf, and I was like, okay, let me pick this up and read it for myself. So I'm excited to be able to share my thoughts about it with you all. And then finally, on my July 2025 TBR for this respective month is an author that I have not read in quite some time, and I had promised that I would read more of his work on the channel. This is the start to a series, and they're relatively short reads from this respective author, who has written a lot of urban fantasy, especially adult urban fantasy. This is Simon R. Grease, The Best Thing You Can Steal. I am very excited to be able to read this. I picked it up on my Kindle a while back ago, and I also have the fifth book in the series that I picked up from my local library that I did not realize that it was the fifth book to the respective series, but this one that I'm highlighting, The Best Thing You Can Steal, is the first book in this respective series, and I think it's 5 books so far in terms of it. But yeah, like the premise of this looked really intriguing. That it is adult urban fantasy. It's humor focused. I'm just excited to be able to read it and being able to scratch the itch of reading more urban fantasy. So this will be a welcome return to reading this author's work and giving my thoughts about this respective series on the channel for you all. So that is it. That is my July 2025 TBR video for this respective month. I'm hoping to be able to get through all 10 of these books since I've definitely gotten my reading mojo back. So we're going to see how many of these I get read this month, in addition to some of the other things that I have in my book stack to be able to read. And I'm looking forward to sharing all of my thoughts with you all on all of these respective books. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be informed of when I post new videos. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next video.